بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. So far we have seen that the era of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the era of Iqra. Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. The era of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the era of Alam Tara, know how. And the era of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as we saw the last 2 weeks, is also the era of Sa'i. Inna sa'yakum lashatta, which is a human characteristic that differentiates humans from other creatures like night and day, and the sun and the moon and other creatures. The surah we are discussing today will focus further on the issue of sa'i, or work, to put an effort in order to reach your objective. And Quran, as we have seen it, and I wish we have with us our psychologist, because I think we really need someone or a group of investigators to put together just the postulates about the human being. And I am confident that we will come up with a new science about the human being. And we have seen the description of different states of the human being, and Quran will put them in statements, in postulates that don't really require argument. But Quran, as we saw last time, as we will see in this chapter, will use the genre of the oath to amplify such a fact, that the human being is a creator in toil. The toil and hard work is part of and parcel of the creation. We are needed with a K, ma'joon in Arabic. You know, our sisters know what is needed, okay? We are needed into toil and hard work. And I can raise the question, is toil or hard work the destiny of the human being? Again, this is a postulate, like mathematics, okay? It's based on or built on postulates, okay? That doesn't really need a proof, but you have to start somewhere. I am saying that we have these postulates that will help us to build a new science about the human being. So Quran, to support that postulate, to amplify it, so that we believe in it and work according to it, plan according to it, we'll start the surah with an oath. لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت حل بهذا البلد ووالد وما ولد. I do call to witness the city, basically Mecca, and we will talk about. And you are a free man of this city to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the mystic ties of parent and the child. So we have really three images, if you like, okay? And we want when you swear by something, okay, in order to amplify an idea or a certain fact, and this is the fact. Verily, we have created man into toil and struggle. لَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي كَبَدٍ. And sometimes in our daily language, we say it. We say, oh, this word took the toil out of me. Yeah. I felt the suffering. I felt that I have really, I am tired. I worked hard in order to do that. Is that right? It is part and parcel of, has become part also on our daily language. So it is part of life. So let us look at the components of that oath. The first part is about, component is about Mecca, the city, which, as we know, emerged in a valley without cultivation. No sign of life, if you like. If you look at Mecca from a satellite view and try it, go on the internet and there are beautiful pictures. You can see Mecca really in a valley, surrounded by these arid mountains, in turn surrounded by vast areas of desert. Who would think that a city would emerge from a place like that? And Ibrahim alayhi salam, following the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will put his wife and his son, Hajar and Ismail alayhim as-salam, in this spot of the world. Who would do something like that? And you are talking about like a lady probably in the period of breastfeeding, an infant. It's really a picture of extreme human weakness. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that even in these extreme conditions, do not underestimate what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has installed inside you. The potential inside you to bring life from something that doesn't really look capable of giving life.
Humanly impossible.
Humanly impossible. I mean, just on the face of it, apparently. But we have not looked inside how much we can really bring up. And we know that, I mean, the picture of Hajar running back and forth from where we take the idea of sa'i during Hajj, going back and forth, reminiscent of this toil and effort that